Well, we welcome you to Game Day Live. Alongside Kelly Chase, I'm Darren Robert Pang. We're in the bowels of the Staples Center here in downtown Los Angeles, California. We're getting ready for a little afternoon tilt here on Y98 on the radio side, you and Curbs, and on Fox Sports Midwest with my partner John Kelly as well. Don't be afraid to join us there. Puck drop will be at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, about 3:08. Right around there.
You're on your game right now.
I feel pretty good about it because I'm standing on something right now, and I feel tall. I feel big. I feel strong.
You look big and strong.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
You've got a glow on.
No, that's because I didn't wear a hat while I was playing golf. I got to be quite honest with you. Well, we get ready for an afternoon tilt. Only 16 shots on goal in the game against San Jose. Maybe even as concerning, only 2 shots on goal, Chaser, in the third period when you're down by 1 goal. And in fact, for most of that period, it was an even period and still could only generate a couple of shots. What do the Blues have to do here to muster up a little bit more attack?
Well, I think, we start talking about what their success rate would be, and it would be funneling pucks to the net, but making sure that not only did you got there, but you made sure that you get those second and third opportunities. So for me, getting traffic in front of there, Chris Thorburns going to play tonight. I like when he's in the lineup. He's a guy that can, drive the net and make a little, havoc in front of it, chaos to the front of the net. And again, it's retrieval on those second and third opportunities too. Look, everyone's a shot blocker now. You have to make sure that you're setting yourself up in a position not just for the initial shot, but also the recovery and the opportunities that lie after that. So for me, that's important. Now, one of the things that we also talked about was the goaltending. And you're getting an opportunity here to file in on the goaltenders, but I thought Jake was real good in the last game.
Yeah, obviously I liked it. I like the fact that he started the game off well. The shame about it is yet another game in which he's not getting any goal support whatsoever, and that's a real tough thing for him right now. But I think it's 9 or 10 of his last 16 appearances, they've been scoring 1 goal or fewer in that time. I mean, that's tough. I mean, he can't skate up the ice and fire one in himself. But I think he's got to feel good about his game, and that's a start. And he has for the last 4 or 5 games. His confidence is building. Yep. His practices are building. He's been working tirelessly before practices, getting on the ice. And one of the things he talked about was staying a little deeper in his net. And I think when you try to describe that, people say, well, why stay deeper in your net? It's to have more control of your crease, have more control of where you are in the net. You can feel
finding yourself,
finding your net, going from the goal line out instead of from the out. And then coming back in and then losing where your crease is, losing where your angle is or where your posts are. It's important for the goaltenders to know where those posts are. So I liked his control of the net, and obviously his battle all game long was terrific. So, I mean, that's obviously a big start because he's going up against one of the hardest working goalies in the NHL.
Correct.
You'd
Never
say
quits on
Pecorine, and you'd say Jonathan Quick. These guys, you've got to battle them like crazy in front of that net. Loose pucks, crease action. So you got to be willing to pay a price. And you're talking about Thorbs, who's behind us. He's stretching. He's a good stretcher.
He's a good stretcher.
Like, he's a really good stretcher. Like, he's got flexibility.
Those tough customers.
I know. I know.
They get a hold of you. He wants to stretch you out right now. I got to be honest with you. Let's go over that LA side. Let's go over that LA side of the ice. A team that the Blues are looking up at and going, holy smokes, if we can't allow that, the gap to widen on some of these teams. And
how about the center ice position?
This is a big game for the St. Louis Blues.
Well, let's look at the center ice position. They got Jeff Carter back in the lineup. Yeah. He's a big, strong guy that's a way better skater than people even think he is on the ice. And he's 6'4", and then you got Kopitar, the same thing, is 6'5". They take up a lot of ice. They're good on the face-off dot. They're strong, assertive centermen. So that's where it's going to be a real battle for Brodziak. It'll certainly be a battle for Braden Shen as well, to match up against these two big pieces.
Well, I agree, and I think one of the other things that we have to mention is Robert Bortuzzo. Again, he got clipped up a little bit.
Got banged up a little bit in the last one, yeah.
Chris Butler's up here, and we'll find out where that exactly sits, but it doesn't look like he's a guy that can assert himself into the game tonight, too, with some nicks and bruises at this time of the year. It seems to have really caught up with the Blues on defense.
And the word yesterday out of practice was that Tarasenko's going to move up there with Shen and Schwartz. The first 26 games of the season, they scored 26 even-strength goals as a threesome.
Wow. Well, that's
26 even-strength goals.
If we start with a couple tonight, I'll be happy.
Yeah, that's for sure, big guy. Well, anyway, big tilt, afternoon game. Looking forward to it. And bring it to the people, okay?
Yeah, it sounds like
you look sharp.
They're sounding the anthem out there now. I don't know if that's rehearsal but we should get going.
No, game's not started yet.
Okay.
It's another couple of hours. Join us, though, okay? So for Kelly Chase, I'm Darren Pang. Enjoy the game this afternoon. Let's get a big W.